Okay, hello everybody, and welcome to Sakai City in Osaka Prefecture. And we are at Hamadera Minami Machi Sancho. And we're going to be doing a drive over to Osaka City. Looks like we are on Highway 26. So we have never done this drive between Sakai City and Osaka City, but it's probably pretty industrial and urbanized. Sakai City is the second largest city in the prefecture. Of course, Osaka City is the largest city in the prefecture. So if you look a little bit straight ahead in the distance, kind of hard to see right now, but that is Abeno Harukas, the tallest building in all of Japan. And of course I said building, not structure. The tallest structure would be the Tokyo Sky Tree. So we're going to continue on Highway 26 towards central Sakai. And of course I'm going to stop the video when we stop at a red light. So that's what I'm going to do right now. When we start moving again, I'll keep recording. So let's go. So as you can see here on the left, it's Route 26, and this is a national highway. So they have prefectural highways and national highways. So this would be the National Highway 26. So we are in Nishi Ward. So Sakai City is divided into wards, or ku in Japanese. So this is Nishi-ku, or the West Ward. So just straight ahead in the distance, you can see some towers, and this is a very industrial area of Osaka Prefecture, and that would be over by Osaka Bay. So actually we're at the train tracks right now. A train is about to pass by. So let's watch it pass. Yeah, so this is going to be the Hankai Railway.
Oh no, Hankai, I don't know how to read it. Hankai.
There it is, okay.
Hankai, I don't know.
That looks like a streetcar.
So different from Nankai.
So it's not Nankai, it's Hankai. I wonder if that's only in Sakai City. Okay, yeah, we're going under the railway now. This would be Nankai. So we're going to be taking Highway 34. So actually we're going north. Osaka City's just to the north. And it touches Sakai City. It's 15 kilometers to Osaka from here. Should be about 9 miles, just over 9.5 miles. For the Americans. Like Minato Station is just to the right. Maybe Nankai, maybe. So the Nankai Railway. I believe Namba Station in Osaka is maybe the last or the main station. And then from there you can go south into southern Osaka Prefecture. And over into Wakayama. Especially going up to Koya-san, Mount Koya on the Nankai. Pizza. Okay, we're still on Highway 26. Headed toward Namba. Looks like the port area. It's a large statue. This is the Agora Regency Hotel on the right. So Sakai has a very long and important history in Japan because it is a port city. It had a lot of contact with the outside world. It developed much earlier than Osaka City. So it was a powerful and important economic city in the past. of traffic. So it's supposed to rain tonight, and it's just after 3:30 in the afternoon. We're starting to see the first drops of rain. Hopefully we can finish this video without heavy rain. And maybe it's the rainy season coming very soon. Normally the rainy season doesn't start until June or even mid-June. This year has been really crazy in Japan. Everything has been early. The earliest cherry blossoms in 1,200 years. And just everything seems to be coming early this year. So maybe the rainy season may be a month early. We'll see. It said we are in Sakai Ward in Sakai City. So it's kind of a stereotype for people from Osaka Prefecture to be a little aggressive. The dialect, the way of speaking and communicating can be kind of strong. The dialect, the words they use, and maybe that comes from the history of Sakai and Osaka City being trading cities, being port cities, and the business kind of trying to be aggressive to make good deals. So maybe that's kind of how that reputation came to be. And Sakai City, probably the most famous thing is the Kohun in Japanese. We are now officially entering Osaka City, right there. But the Kohun in Japanese would be kind of like a burial mound. So I'll tell you a little bit more after this. So those burial mounds in Sakai City are in the shape of a keyhole, and it's hard to see when you're standing on the street. You have to see it from above using a drone or an airplane, and they're very, very massive. They're some of the largest burial tombs in the world, and they were used to bury the emperors. And so they're very, very important places in Japanese history. And just a few years ago, the burial tombs here over in Sakai City were certified as UNESCO World Heritage Sites. So if you do go to Sakai City, that would probably be the #1 recommended place to visit. They have there are two out of the 3 largest burial tombs in Japan are there, and they're separated by a park, which is really nice. And it has a Japanese garden, and you can explore the park and see the 2 burial tombs. And then there's a museum that explains the history of those burial tombs. But in that museum, there wasn't a lot of English, so if you can't read Japanese, you can still see everything, of course, but not a lot of English writing at the time, as of last year. 2020. And it looks like we are in Suminoe Ward in Osaka City. You can see if you turn left here, you go to Nagai Park and Suminoe Park. Of course, we're still on Route 26, heading in the direction of Namba. So this intersection here is called Hamaguchi. We are 7 kilometers from Namba. Sumiyoshi Taisha. Sumiyoshi Shrine just over here to the right, one of the most important Shinto shrines in Osaka City. So I've noticed that these driving videos have been quite popular on my channel. So thank you very much for watching and supporting those videos. And if there's some place that you'd like to see in the Kansai area, or especially in Osaka Prefecture, for a driving video, let me know. So we could have actually taken the toll roads to get from Sakai City into Osaka City, but we decided to just take the regular streets, and that's what you're seeing right now. Of course, it's free, and it would take about 20 minutes longer. So what we're doing now, it's a little bit slower, but it's cheaper, and you can see a little bit more of the streets and what it looks like here. Looks like a subway station here. Tamade Station. We're 5 kilometers from Namba, just over 3 miles. Now we are in Nishinari Ward. Okay, so we're just passing through Kishinosato. There's a subway station down below. Okay, so we are at Hanazono Cho Station. Okay. Okay, so as we pass through Nishinari Ward, just want to talk about it a little bit. But it is maybe the poorest area, not only in Osaka, but maybe in all of Japan. And Nishinari Ward has some of the highest rates of unemployment and homelessness, some of the highest rates of poverty, and I think it's Aidin Chiku is especially an area in Nishinari that is especially has a large number of homeless people. So I don't really know the stats off the top of my head, but if you're interested in learning about poverty in Japan, probably Nishinari, you can probably search that and find a lot of information pretty quickly. So we're just 1 kilometer from Namba. So Osaka has two major areas. It's called Kita, Minami. Kita would be up in Umeda around Osaka Station, and then Minami would be here at Namba Station. So these are the kind of the two main, I guess, train stations, and then around the station, the shopping centers and dining, nightlife areas. And it's kind of like two completely different cities within Osaka. Minami has a very different atmosphere compared to the northern area. And actually, if you keep going straight here, you'll go to Osaka Station. So it looks like we are now in Naniwa-ku. And it looks like those buildings over to the right would be Namba Station. So we are actually driving toward Nakanoshima, which is kind of an island in the middle of the river that flows through Osaka City, and that river kind of separates the northern section from the southern section. And there are several things to see and do on that island, and it's got a lot of parks and green areas, and that's where we're going right now. Here on the left, this is a pretty good view, but this is called Namba, and that's a kind of a live house or a venue for concerts. Osaka Prefecture is in a state of emergency, but as you can see, it's not a lockdown like a lot of countries did. They just try to request people to stay home as much as possible, but you can go out. You can actually see a lot of people having coffee outside at Starbucks. I think the main difference with the state of emergency is restaurants have to close at 8 o'clock and no alcohol can be served. But other than that, a lot of places are still open and pretty busy. So you can see lots of bridges here. These are the expressways. So the expressways in Japan, or especially through the urban areas, are elevated. So they're not on the ground level. So you can see we're really getting into downtown Osaka toward the city center. We are crossing over the bridge, and now we are in Nakanoshima. So it's just a really thin strip of land. This is Nakanoshima Dori, or Avenue, and here on the left is a Keihan station. It's Uebashi Station on the Keihan line. So here you can see a lot of government buildings. We're just crossing the main street of Osaka now, Midosuji, which runs between Namba and Osaka Station. And just here to the right, you'll see a Western-style building. This is the Osaka Central Public Hall, and it's actually designed after Carnegie Hall in New York City. So yeah, there's a lot to see and do here in this area, and actually you can see just straight ahead right over there. That's actually where we're going. That's a rose garden. And so if you're interested in seeing some of the roses, check out my other video. So we're going over to park, and then we're going to walk over there and make a video in the rose garden. Alright, so this is going to be the end of the video. We're going to park right here on the right. So thank you so much for watching the video, and definitely click like, and leave a comment down below. Let me know if there's another driving video that you'd like to see, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and click the bell for notifications. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.